Hey, what's going on, YouTube? My name's Moonbound. Here reporting live again. Here to talk about some Bitcoin today. All right, so in the video it says Bitcoin orange pill the world. Give me a second. This video will not be too long. Everything I say in this video is completely entertainment. So take everything I say with a grain of salt. So right now there's a lot of fear in the market. There's a lot of uncertainty in the market. People do not know which way to turn. People don't know whether to sell. People don't know whether to buy. People don't know what to do. In my personal perspective, with the history of Bitcoin, let's just start with the history of Bitcoin. Bitcoin started in 2008, and in 2008, Bitcoin was around from a dollar to around 50 cents to a dollar. Okay. Bitcoin was around 50 cents to a dollar in 2008. Now in 2026, Bitcoin, well, let's just say 2025, Bitcoin hit an all-time high of around $126,000. You guys, we miss Bitcoin at so many crucial levels. Right now it's the time. You want to buy right now, our goal as a community, as a human being, if you actually want some type of freedom and some type of freedom in the future, you know what I mean? If you actually want your money to grow, if you actually want to keep the strength of your money, you need to be buying Bitcoin because buying Bitcoin before Bitcoin turns into a multi-million dollar asset. I'm not talking about the 200,000. I'm not talking about the 500,000. Personally, I really don't even care about the million because I still feel like I'm going to be in the working force young enough to work. I'm still going to be coherent. You know what I mean? I'm talking about once I'm talking about like 30 years from now, once our kids is like 25, 30, they up there. You know what I mean? That's what I'm talking about. You feel me? Um, Let me just run this scenario with you, okay? If you really don't want to buy Bitcoin, you're saying it's too expensive, I give up. Besides the growth rate, let's just besides the growth, all right, let's not even thinking about number go up. Let's just thinking about keeping your current purchasing power. All right, so right now it's 2026. Okay, you have $100. You have $100. I take you to Best Buy. I know this is a bad example. I know I take you to Best Buy to go buy a toaster. I know Best Buy don't have toasters, but just hear me out. Best Buy has a toaster for $100 for $100 in aisle six. Okay, in 2026. All right, it's $100. Now, for some reason, I could go jump in the future for a split second, and I could take you with me. All right, I go jump over to 2030. Most of us will be alive. All right, most of us will be alive. We go to the same store, same aisle, same toaster. Not the new kind, it's the same toaster. Once we look at the price of that toaster, the toaster is going to be probably a buck 20, 120, 130, probably even $200, depending on how much they run up that money printer. Remember, the new Fed chair is going to be dovish, so the Fed chair will be running up that printer. You guys, this is what you don't want. You're going to want to put your money somewhere it could grow forever. Granted, you're going to need money in the bank that way you can pay some bills. That way you can take care of your responsibilities. Of course, you got to take care of responsibilities. I'm talking about every paycheck. You put a fraction of that paycheck into Bitcoin and you forget about it. It shouldn't matter if it's at the low of the low or the high of the highs. And we do that for the next umpteen years. You feel me? My price check is like once my kids is grown, it's like, all right, it's time to pick my head up. My daughter's 20. It's time to see what I'm worth. You know what I mean? Because putting money in the bank, you're going to lose your purchasing power. Inflation is not prices of things going up. That is not inflation, you guys. Inflation is your dollar losing its purchasing power. That $100 today will not be able to buy you the same amount of goods in 2030, 2035, 2040. That is what we're doing. Of course, have your speculative plays. Be a little bit further out the risk curve. Go get your go get your alts. Go get your meme coins. But I'm here to tell y'all, just like most alts and most meme coins, they won't be around forever. They won't. So we got to keep our eyes on the prize, which is Bitcoin, which is Ethereum and Bitcoin for real, for real. Buy a little bit. Set up a wallet. Get your money. The when you buy Bitcoin for the long run, don't have it on an exchange. All right, because anything could happen in exchange. The exchange could go under. They could freeze your assets for any reason that they want to. All right. This is no shade to any exchange, because without an exchange, I would have never even came to crypto because I didn't know what DeFi was. I only trusted an exchange. An exchange got their good use cases. I'm not going to hold you. Exchanges are good for beginners, but considering that I matured in the market, considering that I matured in the market, this is our chance to actually allocate. Of course, go ahead, go buy you some meme coins, go buy you a little bit of altcoins, the altcoins that you feel is going to run. Have your conviction, but always stand firm on Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is the only way out, you guys. Ethereum and Bitcoin is the only way out. One, because Bitcoin is going to be the digital gold. Two, because Ethereum is going to be the financial railroads of the new world that's going to come. Everything's going to be digital. Everything. We have to be in place or suffer forever, fall by the wayside, y'all. I'm for real. Suffer forever or fall by the wayside. You hear me? I want everyone to take this time and just have a conversation with yourself. Like when you turn, like I don't know how old people are. You feel me? I don't know. But once you turn to the point that you can't really get out of bed good, do you really want to be relying on going to go, you know, go work? Like you have to go work, and since back in your 30s that you were supposed to buy assets. Those that hold assets will be financially free. Everyone else is going to suffer. Most people today don't even have $500 in a savings, $1,000. No one could pull out 300. Everyone's living paycheck to paycheck, me included. Well, not really, but you know what I mean. We all living paycheck to paycheck. Okay, it's going to get it's going to get worse before it get good. I just want all my people, all my followers, just to lock in with me and just know I got your best. I got your best interest at heart. All right, it's we have to stomach all this volatility. I'd rather stomach all this volatility than wake up one day and not have nothing to show all my time on this earth, all this time, and I ain't do nothing but just get my paychecks, pay my bills, and on my my extra free pocket change, I did something. You know what I mean? We have to do something now, or else suffer the consequences, you guys. Um, But with that being said, I really hope all y'all are having a good day, good productive day. Um, I hope all y'all are, taking care of each other, loving each other right, and we, we're going to get to the top of this mountain, but we got to take it day by day, step by step. But you got to hold your conviction. You got to be strong out here, you guys. I know it hurt. I know it hurt. But one thing I know about life, anything that hurt is worth having. A little bit of pain never hurt nobody, okay? And with that being said, thank you for locking in with the Bitcoin section. Bitcoin to Pluto, free to real. And y'all already know how this goes, y'all. Until next time, you guys. Until next time.